Hi, this is Tapcat, and welcome to Mutant Year Zero, The Road to Eden. I know this game came out a while ago, but I am just now getting to it. I have played just a tiny bit of the kind of beginning few missions. Found it really enjoyable and also pretty darn challenging. So we're going to go ahead and start a new game. Because this does look to be a pretty challenging game, we're going to play on hard difficulty rather than trying to do a blind run on very hard for my first playthrough. We don't know much about the ancients, but a few things are clear enough. They were good at building things. All kind of stuff. Gadgets, big cities, you name it. They were also good at destroying things. Came pretty close to wiping out anything that could pass for intelligent life on Earth. And all those cities and doodads, they're not much more than scrap now. No one alive today knows what triggered their last war. As far as we can tell, they were constantly finding something to fight over. Whatever it was, they couldn't find a way to live together, so they died together instead. What a waste. And that was almost the end of the story, except for the Ark. The Ark and a handful of mutants who were too dumb or too stubborn to give up. Back then, they were just trying to survive. Those stalkers who went out into the zone and had no idea what they were starting. How they'd become legends for those of us who had never been born without their... no, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go back to the beginning. It started small. Seemed like a routine job for a pair of stalkers named Dux and Borman. Routine. As if going into the zone was ever that. Anyway, the two of them were gathering resources for the Elder when they went into...
Another day, another mission, risking our necks for the Ark. You know, I ask myself, Dux, why are you out here? And...
You know why. The Ark's water pump is broken again, and Hammond said he needs more scrap to fix it.
yeah, well, we'd do it a lot better if he'd sent us somewhere with actual scrap to find.
Why do you have to be so annoying? Come on. We gotta head back before prep closes for the night.
Okie dokie. I don't know about you, but I always enjoy it when I see that kind of seamless transition from a sort of cutscene into you taking control of a game.
Trust me, I'm not annoying.
Shut the hell up.
Want to see annoying? I can show you annoying.
What's wrong with you? We're in the zone. Keep your eyes open and...
Mouth shut. Yeah, you only told me that 9,000 times already, Borman.
I'm running Serpentine, by the way, because I'm looking for scrap everywhere I can. That's a habit I want to get into right from the start. There's all kinds of stuff hidden on these maps, and you definitely want to find all of it that you can.
Look at this. Beautiful. Just beautiful. This scrap's gonna make us heroes back at the Ark.
The air stinks like mutants. Not just any mutants. Stalkers. Tight muscles. Good meat. I smell them. Where there's stalkers, there's Ark. Where there's Ark, there's killing time for Skizix and Treble. Oh, you're close. Close, close, close. Over there. Come, brother. I'm on that trail.
Alright, we're going to ambush these clods. Well, as you can see, combat is indeed turn-based. You know, somewhat similar to XCOM, where certain actions will end your turn every time: shooting, throwing, sprinting. We get 2 action points, so I'm going to activate Dux here. And I'm using Dux specifically because he has a crossbow, which is silent. I'm not sure that's going to matter in this situation, but it looks like it did. What I wasn't sure of is if the other guy would see us even if I did that. And it looks like he did not. I don't think I'm gonna... Yeah, I can't get to that tree. I wanted to hide behind it if I could. So I'll hide behind this. And we'll ambush this guy. Yeah, low cover is so-so, but the high cover bonus in this game, it's bonkers. 75%. That is fantastic. Of course, flanking cancels that. Let's activate him. I need to move closer. So we're going to do that. Done.
Oh, I'm so good.
Oh, we got the broiler. Sweet. So, as you can see, it will do additional damage when we crit, and we have a 50% chance to set our enemies on fire.
Never seen ghouls this far south before. They're getting closer to the Ark every day. Something's up, Borman.
Here, let's get the flashlight back on. Get Borman out of hiding, and we're good to go. Now, we want to make sure we do a thorough search of this area. I want to make sure I get all the loot. Let's investigate this plane.
We saw one of these things once. Filled with zone dogs, right? Whew. The ancients sure knew how to build big pieces of garbage.
Okay. Now, don't worry, Borman will get his chance to do some battling before the game gets too much older. Dux just comes in really handy in certain areas because of the crossbow. You know, it's really nice to not alert other enemies in the area, and the crossbow lets you do that. Borman carries around a shotgun, so not quite as stealthy, you might say. Sorry, I forgot, or I didn't forget, I didn't realize, I guess the better way to say it, that the flashlight wasn't on. More scrap. We really need, before I go down that path, let's just see if there's anything over here. We just need all the scrap we can get. There's so many things, like you want to buy med kits back in town, and Molotov cocktails, all kinds of stuff. And you need scrap to do it. And then there's also weapon parts that we'll find as we go. Haven't got any yet. Those are also useful for upgrading your weapons. And yeah, there's some nice loot in here. Wow, that shack is so cool. Huh. I don't know what it is. There's just something about the placement of it there. Kind of like this little swamp shack somebody built for themselves. Alright. I think that we have cleared this area out. I certainly hope so. If I missed something, I'm sure you're yelling at your screen right now. Hopefully not the case. Kind of dig that truck with all the moss growing on it too. Oh, more enemies.
Hold it. Ghouls. I don't like the look of that big one. We have to be sneaky. Okay, here's the plan. We turn off our lights, then hug the water. Go around them.
Enemies with a red skull are too high level for your team and will kill you. Avoid red skull enemies and explore the zone to find encounters that match your team's level. Well, I love how they first tell you these guys will kill you.
I will rip off their tiny stalker arms and beat their faces face is too ugly to beat. No one loves a stalker. Give me the stalkers. Let them come. Where are you? Ark don't even love stalkers.
There's my first weapon parts. What I was going to say is they first tell you, these guys will kill you, and then they say, by the way, you should avoid them. Like, oh man, I was confused. I was going to charge right in. But I guess it's good. It's good to let you know that you don't have to clear the map, right? So we got past them safely. We're another step closer to getting back to the Ark. But we are definitely not there yet.
The Ark's up ahead. Home, sweet home.
Oh, I'm gonna kiss that elevator when I see it. Get upstairs, take a bath, get a grog with the boys. Get another grog with the boys. Foot massage. Oh, it's gonna be great.
Does he have, like, feet? Like, normal feet? I would have imagined they would just be the little duck web things. Little trailer. Yeah, I see. Attached to the car. The tree grew up through the car? Wow. Let me grab this scrap.
A campsite. Looks like a family lived here. Lived here and died here.
Nothing like a bunch of skeletons to put your mind at ease.
Okay, before we go up there, let's just check the rest of this place out. Some of the loot really sticks out. You know, it has that kind of shimmer effect to it. But with all the white flowers and things like this stuff on the ground here, they look like toadstools or mushrooms. The problem is from any kind of distance at all, those things can really resemble some of the gun parts and other loot too. So you have to be pretty thorough, you have to be pretty careful. I find that as you go along, it can be very easy to just get distracted for a few seconds and then not see something that you would want. Yeah, this way. I like to think that we have grabbed it all so far. Let's see.
There's a cabin up ahead. Definitely feel a ghoul vibe coming off of it.
So we run in, guns blazing?
Too dangerous. If we're sneaky, we can get into a good position. A good position keeps us alive. Turn off your flashlight.
If you are undetected, you can scope out enemy positions and kill isolated weak enemies using your silent weapons. This can tip the balance of a fight into your favor by reducing overall enemy numbers. Yeah, again, I have very little experience in this game. And I gotta tell you, see, I almost missed that. I didn't see it at first. That scrap. Thinning their numbers whenever possible is really huge. You don't heal a ton in this game. And, you know, med kits are kind of expensive. So when you take any damage at all, it's kind of bad.
Hungry, hungry. I says we take the Ark. Taste the mutants. Love me some mutants. There we go. Rip their hearts. Crush their... Hey, hey. You hear that? You hear that noise? I hear my stomach. Hungry. Kill!
The ghouls, not deep thinkers as a general rule. What are we up to? 88 scrap. That's not a lot in case you're curious. If I remember right, there's a rifle back at the Ark that's like 150, which I personally haven't had the occasion to buy. Honestly, I don't even know how good it is. But med kits, you know, they cost real money. And pretty much everything is more than you really want it to be. More scrap. Looks like we got a goodie here. Oh, I'm not quite on it.
Let's see if we got something useful.
The Gaper can destroy cover and knock back enemies. Alright. There's a problem. We got lucky. We turn my flashlight off. Now the unfortunate thing, I really would have liked to have ambushed him. Because this is exactly the kind of thing we need to do. You know, this is what they were talking about, where you try to get somebody alone. But I'm going to have to just wait for him to come back on his patrol route. Because right now, you know, I'm not going to go running after him in the dark. So we'll let him get as close as possible. Alright, he's not coming any closer. Activate ducks. If I shoot, yeah, I only have 75%. That's not good enough. Okay, this is perfect. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, okay. It says it'll alert a new unit, and that scared me at first, but they're talking about him. So I don't mind that he saw me, because dead men tell no tales.
Damn, I'm good.
Well, you kind of are, Ducks. I'm going to give you that. So we leveled up, which is pretty sweet. And it's the team that levels up. That's kind of a big difference from most games. So, yeah. Now we all get mutation points. I want to unlock this so bad. I haven't done that, but you need a fair number of points to do it. Okay. Let me regroup.
Get over here.
You go ahead and hide there. And then ducks. This is awkward, actually. I want cover, but I don't like that I can't move any closer with him. Huh. Should I go... I don't want to be too close to the Marauder, though. That's the problem. But if I went here, that's still closer to the Marauder than I really want to be. I'm going to stop right there. Okay. So I'm going to do another ambush. Now this time, we're going to end up triggering both. So I don't need to worry so much about stealth. 75%, that's not great. I think that's what I need to do, though. I'd like to at least have a chance of not triggering the Marauder. It's just really unfortunate because... Beautiful. Yeah, I know he heard me. That's not really that mysterious. Okay. I don't really... Alright. See, I don't love the idea of being close to the Marauder. I can't remember... I think, yeah, he does have a pistol, so never mind. I was thinking it's the Butcher who has a melee attack. So he's down. This guy is going to shoot at us. with Borman behind half cover, he has a pretty good chance to hit. Oh, not from there, he's not. Okay. So Dux, if I want to keep using the crossbow, he would have to reload, but I can swap out to his stinger. No chance to hit, sorry. You know what I'm actually really tempted to do with him, since I have such good, why don't I do this? I'm going to go back, reload, and then we're going to go on Overwatch.
Overwatch.
And I think I'm going to do the same thing with him. I'm just going to come here. Oh, crap.
Scared yet?
Well, I did not realize, I should have realized that he was on Overwatch. And I was thinking he couldn't see us.
Overwatch.
Oops. Okay. Well, I think we missed that one. Come on. Wow. Well, I guess he is a lot better at his Overwatch than we are at ours. That's all I can say. Is this... I'm going to try it one more time.
Overwatch.
I'm really unhappy with how this is going. Obviously, the start of the fight was great. We took out the hunter.
Overwatch.
Come on, guys. There we go.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I didn't need both of them, you know, just one friggin' hit. Alright, so let's go ahead. I probably should have leveled up before. Before that fight, I mean. But I don't think it's the end of the world. So we have 2 points available. Mutations are either major, minor, or passive. And you can only have one of each in your loadout. Stat bonuses are permanent and are always applied, regardless of loadout. And we can change our loadout anytime we're not in combat. So these are the stat bonuses. So for Dux, I can spend 1 point and get another health, which I may do. I can boost his movement and so on. It's all sequential though. It's not like you can pick one of the later ones. But it also gets more expensive. Like I think spending 1 for the first health boost is great value. Spending 4 for the second one, yeah, that's harder. And 16 for that last one is just brutal. We're going to go ahead and take Skull Splitter for sure. So basically that gives me a guaranteed crit, but minus 25% accuracy if I use it. And I am going to go ahead and take an extra health. Then I want to probably just start saving 7 points because I want moth wings. Okay, Borman. Now he only has 2. And I could do run and gun, but actually I just want to do this first. I feel like you're really vulnerable here in the early game to taking any damage at all, so... Okay, let's regroup.
Come back here.
And let's start gathering the loot. A boombox. A strange talking box that hisses at you like a snake when powered on. Sometimes, depending on where it's placed, it will speak to you with beeps, whistles, or even faint voices. Includes a handy slot on the front for keeping things in. Chronicler Zeeb. Now this is just fluff text. The real value here is we can buy a certain type of upgrade back at the Ark.
Look at this beauty.
And I will show you that.
The ancients left a lot of ugly junk behind, but once in a while you see something like this. Wonder what these buttons are for.
I wouldn't touch it if I were you. I'm not kidding around. Lay off the buttons.
What's up your butt?
That's a bomb, all right. They used to call it a boom box. Touch that red button, and it goes boom.
Don't be pretending you know what any of this crap is. We'll bring it back to the Ark and show it to Trip. Ask him what it's worth on the black market.
Alright, is there anything else? I sure don't see it. Okay. I think we got it all. And we certainly cleared those guys out. Now the trick is, I don't remember how to get out of here. That is one challenge for me. Oh man, did we come up these stairs or down these stairs? Yeah, that's not really going to tell me, is it? I'm not often good with maps like this. Yeah, I remember now, we came downstairs. Because we were kind of up on a rise and we saw the cabin down below. So we want to go this way. So presumably the exit, it's on the other side in this direction. But yeah, especially in an area like this where I find it easy to get turned around. Let me just say that. Just make sure, yeah, there's nothing over here. I believe we checked all that on the way in. Crap. Is this the way we came in? Maybe this was the rise. I think it was. I think it was. Well, poo. Sorry. Somehow it seems very appropriate given how I said I could turn around, but I don't need to illustrate my point quite that thoroughly or frequently. So we're going to go up those stairs. I sure hope this is the right way. But I remembered those skulls being mounted on the sticks, you know, whatever they are, the poles. It seemed very familiar to me. Yep, and this gateway has question marks instead of a name, which means we haven't been here yet.
Of course the world ends. You did it to us. When the ice melted, you said nothing. When the plague spread, you did nothing. When the nukes dropped, you became nothing. At least that's what the Elder says. But cheer up. You'll be happy to know that despite your mistakes, life remains. In a small settlement high above a raging river, people are living and thriving. We call it the Ark. The Ark is humanity's last outpost, a lonely island in an ocean of chaos. Within these walls, we help each other create a new civilization on the ruins of the old one, with the guidance of our leader, the Elder. The Elder tells us we're safe as long as we never leave, because outside these walls lies the Zone, the never-ending wasteland. A mass grave spanning the planet, littered with your crumbling monuments to your hubris and arrogance. What the Elder chooses not to tell us is our food and water supplies are running dangerously low. That's why he relies on stalkers, adventurers who leave the Ark, explore the Zone, and scavenge for precious resources. Stalkers are tough enough to resist the rot, and they got the smarts and the firepower to keep the Zone ghouls at bay. Stalkers have to be more than human. That's me, Mr. More Than Human, aka a mutant. I look weird to you, but hey, you look weird to me. So let's leave it at that. If the Stalkers come back from the Zone alive, the Ark survives another day. If the Stalkers don't come back, the legacy of mankind will be lost forever. At least, that's what the Elder says.
fragile existence in a hostile environment. Now, we are still not back at the Ark, by the way. We have to get to that little elevator you see off in the distance, or not so little elevator.
Home sweet home. The elevator's up ahead.
There's another obstacle in our path.
Whoa, hold up. Got two ghouls hiding over there. Think they want to hitch a ride on our elevator. Forget that. Let's sneak around and see if there's any others.
While we're at it, let's sneak around and see if there's any loot. Give me that scrap, boys. If you want to have med kits to heal your worthless butts, then you need to find all the scrap. So here's a ladder. I don't think there's anything up here, but if nothing else, you can just kind of see that whole bit works. Wow, somebody had a nice big satellite. Is that a satellite? Maybe it's just part of a sign. Alright, well, I don't see much. I saw scout or whatever you want to call it. Go dark. Go into stealth mode.
Box opens. We go in the box. Box goes in the Ark. We take their food. We take their guns. Mutants in the Ark. Too many. Too many. Mutants are weak. We kill some fast. We kill some slow. But we kill them all. Box is coming. We kill them all.
Okay. Now, I'm not sure if I'm placed well for this Marauder. I feel like I'm probably not. I want to try... Ah, you little weasel. Alright, I'm just going to hit him. We're fine. Down you go. It's just so huge when you can get 100% shot and, you know, it's guaranteed lethal damage. Now, as their health starts scaling up, that doesn't quite work the same way, but... You know, anytime you can get that scenario with ducks, oh, it's so good. Can I safely pick this up, whatever it is? Yes, yes I can. Now, where are these other guys? I know they're over here somewhere, but I see more stuff. Now, this is a note, so this will be a little different. Stalker Clara. She says, it's a crying shame. With this to barter, Delta would have surely given us the discount she mentioned. So here's the deal. A working spark machine lies to the east of the Iron Serpent within the scrap ruins. This was one of those devices for burning things together or whatnot. So I think she must mean a welder. But of course, there's no silver lining without a cloud above it. Them ghouls who lurk in the ruins came out and chased us away before we could recover it. Next time, ghouls, we will get you good. Let's get some valuable scrap. And I almost missed this one. I saw the chest over there. Oh, Molotov. I'm going to try to keep that, not use it in this.
Let's see if we got something useful.
We got a snazzy visor. I mean, what could be better? Actually, it is pretty good. 25% added to weapon range. So, you know what I should do, though, is, let me see. We haven't equipped this. Let me come here to ducks. Oh, that's right. I need the workbench. I need the workbench to do that. So forget that. The visor. That was the other thing. So I'm going to give this to him. All right. He's looking very dapper. Come on. There they are. Okay, we got a butcher and a hunter. So the butcher is melee only. Alright, got him. I don't think I can realistically get any closer than this. So we'll hide. I can't think of anything else we can do, you know, to prepare. So I'm going to activate him first. I assume I don't have 100% from here. I do not. So I'm not thrilled about moving closer to the melee guy, but I think realistically we are going to take a hit from him this turn. I could obviously kill him. And then realistically I'm going to take a hit from the hunter, so I'm not sure that it leaves me better off. But I could, I mean, maybe that's what I should do. Well, let's move up, because I have to do this anyway. Yeah. The problem is I don't know off the top of my head how much damage this guy does. I do know how much this one does. I could use a grenade or something, but I don't really feel like that's necessary. Or even all that helpful. Alright, so now what I'm going to try to do is use Borman to just finish him. And I'm just not going to worry about the butcher. I'm going to accept the fact that he's going to get a shot in. And I'm going to take my 100% here. And realistically, what I'll probably end up doing is using a med kit after this guy takes his shot, assuming he hits Borman at least. Who knows, maybe he'll miss, but I doubt it. Oh, there was another marauder. Oh, I did not know that. Wow, I screwed that up. Not great at all. I'm going to come here. And we're going to finish this idiot. Wow.
Stay there. Sweet takedown.
Now, the problem... He has high cover, too. That's not great. He has to move up, though. Unfortunately, I have to both get behind cover and reload, so I can't even, you know, go on Overwatch. Oh, that's not true. I'll go on Overwatch using the Stinger. I don't know if it'll do me any good.
Overwatch.
But if we're lucky, this guy will move forward and we'll get the kill. Beautiful. Perfect.
Bye-bye.
So I should have done a better job of scouting. When we got the one guy, I thought we had everything we needed. We obviously did not. Oh. Scope. Let's regroup.
Hey, follow me. I don't like the ghouls being this close to the Ark. Quick, inside the elevator, so we can get to safety.
Alright, so we're going to pick up all the scrap that they dropped. And I see another chest over here. You really want to keep your eye out for that, you know, those lighting effects for sure.
What do we have here?
We have a stalker vest is what we have. So this is really nice. A little bit of armor, some extra health. Now, I know I only have one med kit, but Borman is pretty badly hurt, and I think, you know, almost anything. You can take as little as 2, but most of the time, you're going to take 4 or more if you take damage. So I'm going to go ahead and use the med pack. Get him back up to full. I don't remember if I said this earlier, but if you use the med pack outside of combat, you just get healed all the way up. If you do it during combat, I believe you get 4. And let me just check. Yeah, I have 2 points. I'm going to just chill. We will not worry about it right now. Okay. Do we have everything? I think we do now. I think so. Wait. See? You see what I'm saying? It's so easy. So easy to miss something. By the way, you can't go out in the water. I suppose it's possible that there would be... Oh, we didn't... Oh, I get it. Alright, hold on. Thought I saw something over here. I guess it was just the light reflecting off of some of that stuff. I realized that I need to hook up with ducks. Let me just do this. What happens is, you know, if you leave somebody hiding, they won't come automatically, even when you say you want to regroup. Okay. Now I have to find the stupid elevator. Okay. This is it, I think. Nope. It's not. Oh, I get it. That's what the green thing on the map is trying to tell me, isn't it? Yeah. I haven't really gotten used to that yet. Trying to read that little indicator. Did I just come back the way I came? I did. Well, easily fixed. Oh, that's right. There's also an entrance to another zone. Let me bring up the map really quick. So you see this area, level 25. Yeah, you want to stay out of there, they tell you, but I'm going to give you a little spoiler. We are going to go there. I'm not going to do it this episode, but we are going to go there. We're going to live dangerously. Okay, I think it's just straight this way. Yep. And I even... Come on. Don't get stuck on the log. I even see more loot. What am I up to? 142 scrap. I like that. But before we get in the car, let's just make sure there isn't anything else off to the side or something. Because, oh, we were here. I remember. Oh, man. So I went right past it. Because we were right here. Alright, before I go, let's just look off to the left for the same reason. Just kind of make sure there's nothing going on. Is this the path? Yeah, this is how we get to that other area. So we need a zone key. Interesting. I remember... well, whatever.
The Elder meets us at the elevator. He says he doesn't have a second to lose. The mission's too important. Our mission, he says, is a man. And that man is Hammond. Everyone in the Ark knows Hammond, respects him. He's our lead, gearhead, going farther into the zone than anybody else, bringing back the machines that help us survive. He knows how to keep those machines running, how to fix them when they fall apart. Hammond keeps the Ark's heart beating. The Elder says 3 nights ago Hammond took his team of stalkers and headed north, not telling anyone why. They haven't come back. I've never seen the Elder this shaken before. It scares me. He tells us Hammond has a remote cabin in the north that could yield some clues to his location. Me and Dux never patrolled that far before, but the Elder says he has faith in us. He believes in us. So, this mission we accept. Go to Hammond's cabin, search for clues, then find Hammond and bring him back alive. The fate of the Ark depends on it.
And now you'll get to see the Ark up close and personal like. So, as you might imagine, each of these places serves a different purpose. One thing I'm going to need to do is go to Iridia's shop.
You know the drill. Stalkers want gear that keeps them alive. I, Iridia, provide the gear. See anything you like, just let me know. There is one rule. Don't ever pull my chain. If you pull my chain, I'll feed your ding-dongs to a zone wolf. Got that? Beautiful. Happy shopping.
I think she has anger issues. Here's the rifle I was talking about. Wow, crit damage. Oh wait, does that mean like 6 instead of 5, or does that mean you do 6 more? I'll have to look at my own weapons to see. Okay, so we need medkits. I cannot go out there with no medkits. Oh, wait. Before we do this, hold on.
Safe
I
travels.
just remembered something. We need to come here, I believe it is.
After a killer day in the zone, you know you can always come to Prips for some high-quality grog. You want to get loaded? Order a shot. No butane, no bleach, only natural ingredients. I also dabble in a little, antiquity trading. So if you find any cool artifacts out in the wasteland, bring them to me and I might give you something in return. Comprende?
Okay. So the reason that I want to come here, this is where the boombox is going to pay off. Get 1 artifact point, right? Because we found 1 artifact. So one of the things we could do is pick an ability that will extend our bleed out time by 2 turns. So basically all that means is if one of us goes to 0 health, you collapse on the ground and you have a certain number of turns before you bleed out. This would certainly be useful. Unlocking an extra grenade slot per crew, that seems like it would be useful. But I really want Dealmaker because the 20% discount at Iridia's shop, just from what I've seen, it seems like, man, you spend so much there that having it cost 20% less is just enormous. So I have no idea. Maybe by the end of the campaign, you know, I'll look back and think, oh, it's trivial over the long haul, whatever. Right now, I feel like
Wish I could go
that's the way
with
to
you,
go.
but I'm married to this bar.
So now we'll go back to her shop. I just realized as I was about to do it,
Been a while.
you know, whoa, that would really be costly. So at least now it's not quite so bad. She only has 3 more. Not that I can even afford that. So the question is, do I buy something like another, like a Molotov? We have 1. You know, hand grenade. These are all super useful. Smoke grenade would be useful. I'm really tempted to just buy a third med kit though, because I don't feel like 3 is a ton when you're going into danger. The argument though is that if you use one of these, you might not need it. I'm going to go ahead and take a smoke grenade. And then we're close to having enough for another med kit.
Until next time.
Okay, so we've been to Iridia's, we've been to Prips. Let's come over here.
Want to know how this goes down? For the right price, I fix and upgrade your shitty gear. Any questions?
No, ma'am. All right, crossbow. So, yeah, we can do a couple things here. We can upgrade this to level 2, which I actually think I want to do because the damage for the crossbow does kind of suck. Getting +1 damage plus +1 crit damage, especially when Dux has the ability that guarantees him a crit if he uses it. I feel like that's really good. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. So the one rifle wasn't quite as amazing as I thought. I'll probably never buy that. Now, let's go ahead and give him the flamethrower. Whatever you want to call it. And then maybe what we do is... What's the Gaper's range? Is 8 compared to, say, the scattergun, which is also 8. What's the crossbow? 10. Okay. But he's already got the visor that gives him more range, and I'm just thinking I'll use the scattergun, I guess. We'll give him the scope. 20% added to range. That'll make the scattergun a little bit more viable for him, I feel like. All right. Sweet. So, obviously, I wish I could just upgrade all the weapons, but I can't. So, we're pretty much done here for the moment. We don't...
Bye.
One thing I do want to do while I'm thinking about it, let me come in here and give him the Gaper. Wait, I'm confused. I'm confused. Okay, never mind. I was just misreading the screen. And there's no other helmet, right? Oh, I forgot the armor. Ah, idiot. Okay, I'll go ahead and give him the Stalker vest. So he's kind of our tank, you know. He's got the health. He has an armor point now. And he's looking good. So the only place we haven't been is the Elder. So let's do that.
My home will always be a haven to you, brave stalkers. After your journeys, pay me a visit, and I'll offer you some guidance, perhaps a story, to help you become wise and strong.
I was expecting more.
The Ark thanks you for your service. Be well.
All right. Okay. So we know what we have to do when we come back. They're going to send us out to look for Hammond. And I believe we go to his cabin specifically. But I also have a detour in mind. And we're going to go investigate this other zone that's so dangerous that it's certain death to go there. So if that sounds interesting to you at all, then I hope you'll join us for part 2. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching. I hope we see you next time.